It is time for the most boring race of the year, but probably the most exciting qualifying, the Monaco Grand Prix, of course. And in addition to it being the Monaco Grand Prix, we also have the 1000th race for McLaren. Hence why I'm wearing the shirt right now, the classic McLaren shirt from like 15 years ago, which was the first shirt that I actually got from the team. And yeah, 1000 races. It's definitely a milestone. Even though I don't expect much from our team, I'll go into the predictions, of course, when I get to it. But yeah, nice milestone. There's a special livery. I think it looks cool. We'll see how we do. I don't have much hope, especially after Canada. Like, Canada was just one of the worst weekends that I've seen as a McLaren fan, let's be fair. But in addition to Formula 1 this weekend, we also have the support races of Formula 2 and 3. And in terms of Formula 2, well, we've seen plenty of that as of late. But Formula 3, this is only the second weekend of this year, I think. Like, I only remember that they raced in Australia, and ever since, also because of the cancellations of Saudi and Bahrain, where they probably were supposed to race, or at least at one of them, this is only the second weekend for Formula 3, so it's been months. I don't even know who's in it, but what I can tell you is that I'm excited for it. I'm going to be watching these races, and I'm going to be watching them live, doing a watch-along on my channel. So this weekend, this is the schedule for my watch-alongs. I'm going to be live on Saturday and Sunday for the competitive sessions. Once again, I can't do the qualifying on Friday because, well, let's be fair, Formula 3 and Formula 2 qualifying are at a time that I'm still working. So yeah, I'm at work. I can't do a watch along from the comfort of my own home. But I will be live for the sprint races on Saturday, qualifying for Formula 1 on Saturday, and of course all the main races on the Sunday. So stay tuned for that, especially the Sunday Formula 3 race. It's early, but I will be here. Will I? I want to be here. I want to be here to do the watch along, but honestly, as of right now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to wake up. I hope so. We'll see about that, but I will be live for definitely a lot of the sessions. Anyway, that's about the watch alongs. Let's get into the predictions now. Yeah, Formula 1, despite the fact that they made the cars a little bit smaller and, you know, slightly different, I still don't think we're going to have overtaking really around Monaco. Overtaking around Monaco in modern day Formula 1 cars is just not really a thing. And that's also another reason why the support races are probably way more exciting, because the cars are slower and narrower and smaller. Therefore, it's way easier to get past someone. But in regards to Formula 1, it's like, I think it's just going to be a case of like where you qualify, that's where you finish, unless you have some kind of technical retirement. And I'm not even going to bother predicting technical retirements. I'm just going to say what I think effectively is the top 10, which is 1-2 Mercedes. Probably George Russell on pole with Kimi Antonelli in second. And the truth is, if Kimi finishes second, he only loses 7 points to George in the championship, which he has a 43-point lead anyway, so he's fine. Kimi is still going to be well ahead in the championship, but I think George will take pole and therefore the win, Kimi in second, and then Charles in third, because let's be fair, it's the Monaco Grand Prix, it's his home race. I feel that he is going to put up a performance because he kind of has to. Charles has not been too great in Canada, and I think he's going to want redemption, especially on a track that he likes, where he's won before, of course, because, I mean, that 2024 home win for him, that was iconic, I feel. So that was definitely something that made sure that he broke that Monaco curse, which for years had been a thing. He has broken the curse. He is going to turn up this weekend, and I think he will be on the podium. So that's where I think Shaw will be, and then Lewis behind him, and then the two McLarens. Yeah, look, I said that I am not too optimistic about our chances. I think we're just going to be 5th and 6th. Maybe Lando will get it into P4. But that's about the extent of it. I don't see us do much right here. Also because we had a horror weekend in Canada, and we need to look at what happened there. Like, I don't even know, were they technical gremlins? What really happened? What went wrong? Because everything went wrong, also in terms of strategy. And by the way, is there a chance of rain in Monaco? Because if there's a chance of rain, I just get us out of the top 10 entirely. You know what? Why not? But then, of course, the question is, who is going to be there besides the top 3 teams? Well, probably Max, right? But then besides Max as well. I think that RB is going to spring a surprise. I think that RB looked really strong in Canada, actually. Lindblad was extremely unlucky to be pushed off the grid at the start because his car just stopped. But Lindblad, up until that point, was having a great weekend in the RB. And on the flip side, Lawson was having a terrible weekend up until the race, where he had issues in qualifying. But then he made up a lot of places in both the sprint and the main race. And Lawson actually scored good points in the main race, showing that RB has pace. And I think, also based off last year, both RBs scored points. So I think Lawson and Lindblad will be in the points in the Monaco Grand Prix. And then the final driver that I'm going to be predicting into the top 10 is Esteban Ocon. Now, when it comes to Ocon, in the past I have said that I think he's an extremely inconsistent driver, and it very much is a coin flip if he's going to turn up for a race or if he isn't. So that's always kind of up in the air with him. However, we need to remember Esteban Ocon has a podium in Monaco. In 2023, he somehow put his car into third, and he held on to that during the main race, even though, you know, there was rain and there were definitely factors that made sure that it was difficult for him to really get up there, to stay up there. But he kept a clean head, and, you know, he was able to put it into P3 back then. Last year, he was also in the points, and despite the woes that are going on with him right now over at Haas, I still think that he's going to perform because it's just a track that he seems to go well at. So I think Ocon is going to score at least a point in Monaco. And as I said, there's a chance of rain. And also when it comes to Monaco, I feel that it is more up to the driver than the car. Like, sure, you do need a fast car, but I do think that the driver can really make the difference on the day, especially on Saturday when it comes to qualifying, to put that perfect lap in around Monaco, because it's full push around the streets, getting ever so close to the wall. And those are the moments where, honestly, I think qualifying is one of the most exciting sessions around Monaco in the entire year. More exciting than a lot of the races, let's be fair. So I am really looking forward to the qualifying because, well, the race is probably going to be boring. But hey, if you tune into my watch-along on Sunday, please keep me company. Make sure that I have something to talk about, I suppose, because otherwise I might just have a very, very boring afternoon there. But that's about all I can say for this week's Monaco Grand Prix. What do you think? What are your predictions for the Grand Prix? Do you think it will rain? Do you think Ocon is going to be in the top 10? What do you think of my predictions, and what are your predictions? Please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video if you did, and subscribe to my channel for more Formula 1, 2, and 3 content. And of course, until the next video, take care.